It's quite seldom these days that we serve a 3-course meal at home. I don't suppose we just don't eat like that anymore. But every now and then there is such a special occasion and we need to sort of buck up a bit. So hopefully today I'm going to give you the inspiration for just such an affair. For the first course, I'm serving a cold soup in the form of a green gazpacho, seeded soda breadsticks. Let's start with the breadsticks. You'll need whole wheat flour, yogurt and mixed seeds, and then some bicarb and some treacle sugar. Now, I am not suggesting that you have to make your own bread in order to have a suitable 3-course meal. But I tell you what, if you're going to make the effort, you may as well show off just a little tiny bit. So I've got some whole wheat flour, some treacle sugar, so that's just soft brown sugar really, some bicarb. I've got pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and some linseeds. You could put some sunflower seeds, poppy seeds, just really any old seed. And then some yogurt, about 150 mils, so it's sort of like a generous half cup. And then quite a generous pinch of salt, otherwise your bread won't taste very delicious. And then you're just going to whir it all together. Start sort of slowly so you don't get flour all over the kitchen, which is my party trick. So once it sort of comes together as a kind of a wet dough, it's sort of all ready. And just get a little bit of flour. Just dust your board because it is, as I say, a relatively wet dough. Now, it really is up to you whether you make little sort of rolls, whether you make bread sticks, whether you make a loaf of bread. I quite like a little bread stick because they're sort of a bit more elegant. Just pop that on the side. So it really is up to you. It's also the kind of thing that you can get the family involved in, or rather the little people in the family, because it's quite fun and they can make shapes. I reckon this dough should make about 12 bread sticks or so, depending how big they are. There we go. And really let them be organic. You don't need a sort of a perfect stick, just a kind of an organic happy stick. I'm just going to put some flour on here, just so they don't stick. All right, and then pop them in there. Now, just for a little bit of extra, well, you know, a bit of extra something or other, we're going to put some seeds on top. So you can either brush it with a little bit of milk, a little bit of egg, or in our case, a bit of olive oil. Because basically that's what I've got. So just brush the top. This is not sort of to coat it or anything, just basically so the seeds have got somewhere to hang on to. Perfect. And some seeds. Also, you could do sort of now some poppy seeds or black and white sesame seeds would be nice too. And then it's really going to be about sort of 10-15 minutes, 180 degrees. And then we'll move on to the gazpacho. Instead of the usual red tomato gazpacho, we're going to make a green version. For it, you're going to need some spinach, green apple and cucumber, some garlic, chili and spring onion, parsley, mint, basil and rocket, olive oil, white balsamic vinegar, and some vegetable stock. Gazpacho is one of those soups that's been around, well, forever really. A little bit of a discussion about is it Spanish, is it Portuguese, is it Italian, but I think we can sort of safely go with the Spanish thing. And way back when, what it was bread, olive oil, some water and some garlic. And then over the years it became marginally more sexy. Traditionally with tomatoes and peppers. But over the years, things have changed, as they always do, and so you get all sorts of different kinds of gazpacho, like the one I'm making today, which is green. You can add sort of anything. So basically I've got some rocket, some mint, some Italian parsley, some basil. I'm going to put a bit of chili in, well, mostly because I can. If you want to de-seed it, go mad, but I think I think it'll be all right. We'll just toss that in. Then you want a good few cloves of garlic, so I'm going to toss 2 of those in, I think. All right, grab an apple. Now, the apple is quite nice. It just adds a little bit of sweetness and a bit of pulpiness and marvelous. So you want to add celery. You can do that too. So the trick to a successful dinner party is do as much preparation as you can before the sort of whole thing starts to happen, because it doesn't matter with all the good intentions you've got. It does once all the people arrive and children are running around, or even if there's no children, you do sort of lose the plot a bit. So if everything is done, it makes life a lot simpler. Right, I'm going to start by whirring this, just to get things sort of going. Right. Okay, that's breaking it all up. Now, clearly, we're going to need to toss the cucumber in. I kind of like the white balsamic vinegar. I think it has a very nice sweetness. Shove some olive oil in. Now, I've got some vegetable stock. You can obviously use chicken stock. Just start with a little bit, just to get sort of moist thing going. Lovely. The other thing people tend to do as well is add yogurt. Now, this is an entirely up to you thing. It's sort of like making one of those cucumber yogurt soups. I quite like the bright green, clean flavours of this gazpacho. I'm just going to put some black pepper in here. Right. More stock. This is after order soup. And let's go. Lovely. If nothing else, it looks incredibly healthy. Well, it is the happiest, greenest looking soup imaginable. A little taste, you know, because we can. Oh, like a lovely fresh salad dressing. A little bit of a bite with that chilli, completely divine. Okay, so you're going to chill this really, really well, either in the bowls or just as it is. And I think some people serve it with ice cubes scattered in. Some people do herbs, some people do sort of edible flowers. Really, I suppose, it's up to you. So they look so beautiful. And I've got some micro herbs, and I've got some pea shoots. If you can find some sort of purpley micro herbs, then so much the better. The prettiest soupy moment around, and I almost forgot the bread, which naturally should be served with lashings of butter. Don't hold back. Yeah, ooh, lovely. And you mean you could just sort of pop them on the top if you liked. I'm almost sort of a bit hot, but I'm just gonna... Worth making.
Both the soup and the bread are easy to prepare, delicious to eat, and can be made ahead of time, making them perfect for summer entertaining.